Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Geeks. We encourage you to stay geeks, man. No cuz today, but listen, your boy got the power right here. We just saw this movie. It's your boy Real. Got Big J in the building, BJ in the building, man. BJ, I don't want no problems out here, dog. Chill out. All right? I need you to chill. All right, listen. We got y'all guys are here geeking out with your boys for another episode, man, of Cause We Geek. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. If you're into the geek culture, you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Join us here every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning out here, right? And also, too, if you guys could do us a favor, hit them likes for us, too. That'll be much appreciated as well. That helps out the channel in more ways than you know. All right. If you also, too, if you got any guys have any questions, any comments, man, especially addressing the He-Man movie, let us know in the comment section, man, what y'all think as we discuss it here on the show. All right, fellas, let's get to it, man. Like I said, we had a good one last night. Me and Cuz went to go see it last I keep saying He-Man, sorry. Masters of the Universe.
My bad. When you said a good one last night, I thought you was talking about the Knicks. Go ahead. Keep talking.
God, bro. Oh my God. You know what's crazy? I actually missed that game, bro. I thought we was gonna get out in time for me to at least watch the fourth quarter, bro. But yeah, I missed the game. Shout out to the Knicks, man. Two away. But yeah, listen, we can get to it here, man. Let's go ahead and talk about a little Masters of the Universe here, man. But before we do that, we gotta warn the folks at home. If you have not seen the movie, man, we encourage you to go watch the movie. Come back, let us know. And if till then, though. Spoilers, y'all. So listen, if you have not seen it, spoilers. If you have not seen it, like I said, we encourage you to go watch it. Come back, let us know what you think. But until then, we're gonna be talking He-Man Masters of the Universe, which is probably what they should have titled it, He-Man Masters of the Universe. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. I know Big J ain't seen it, so it's gonna be me and BA. And Cuz seen it too, but he's not here. So let's get to it, BA. Check this out, man. Got a post-credit scene for Master of the Universe, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. Let me get to this right here first, bro. So the first Master of the Universe film debuted 39 years. In 39 years, has debuted at a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. It dropped down to about 66% for the critics, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. 78%, and then the first one started at 21%. If y'all remember that one back in, I think it was like 89 or something like that. I just watched that one probably about a month ago before this one came out. So it says Masters of the Universe is so much funner than I expected. It's part Flash Gordon, part Deadpool, and almost officially a parody of itself. These are all good things, by the way. So this was by IG. So let me see. BA, you want to give your thoughts on it real quick, and then we'll kind of get to the end credits. So what you want to do?
Okay, we can do that real quick.
Okay.
So,
hold on, my bad. Before you start, so Rotten Tomato score, so the critic score now is a 66, but the audience score is 88%. But go ahead.
Okay, so one on the outside looking in, I think this movie is going to suffer a little bit, based off the fact that I just seen the stat that the movie theater in the month of May, people went out by like a billion. So people saw like a lot of different things, starting from Michael, so on and so forth, especially Mandalorian and things of that nature. So, people going out, they're starting to watch movies again, right? So this is just one of those movies, but Scary Movie also came out on the same day and stuff like that. So I was looking at some of the numbers. They're not necessarily looking 100% promising for some of the post-credit scenes when we get to that point that they actually want to continue the franchise. And I think that's the problem. That's why planning is everything, because this was actually a pretty decent movie. It wasn't a bad movie. Like I said, I'm not a He-Man fan. It missed my era. I'm 86 baby, so by the time I was age of 3, Teenage Mutant Turtles was everything. So it was literally everything. Then the
Right.
movies and so on and so forth. So I'm not, I don't have that fandom hood like a lot of others do, but at the same time, I understand it, right? So I'm like, cool. It's not like I'm not poo pooing it. So when I watched it, I was like, the first thing I was like, how they gonna get rid of these names? Because the names is trash, right? Some of the names that's on there, I'm like, but they said, the way they did it in the movie was just like
Yeah, it's creative
it was
way.
him
That was genius.
as a kid, and that's how
Yeah,
he
naming them.
identified it. I was like, okay,
Yeah, that was
that's
genius.
smart. That was very smart. To see, they play little games like that throughout the whole entire thing. It gave you like the scenery was great. You know what I'm saying? Like the settings was spectacular. You had different when he was on top of the bear his companion
Or Battle
the
Cat.
Battle Cat, and he had his scene with the sword in the air and things like that. I was like, they probably got that from somewhere because they kind of you knew it was a moment in just by watching it. And like I said, I don't necessarily know the background 100%. So it was lively. Jared Leto didn't mess this movie up. On top of it, I think I think Skeletor was pretty good. Even with the initial thing, like when he had his little initial battle speech or whatever, he's like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
look.
this is part of y'all supposed to cheer. Y'all not cheering."
Well,
Like,
like the
I was
monologue, we
like,
were laughing. Like, yeah,
"Yeah."
that,
It's like,
now you're supposed to do it. It's like, oh, I
that,
thought you was. I was gonna let you
I
finish.
was like, okay, all right, like okay, like that helped sit because you don't know what angle this movie is going to go, especially early in the movie. Um,
Hmm.
especially when you see people dying and stuff. Like it was a full out battle in the opening scene, basically. And you're like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, so it's going to be some action with a hard pause, comedic edge to it. So giving it like Deadpool vibes, but not necessarily like in a different lane, like a elementary version of Deadpool, if I can say that, right? So a lot of that was being played. So I think all in all, the movie did its justice. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe they should have dubbed it like He-Man, like put
Yeah,
forth that and stuff.
He-Man, the Master of the Universe.
So it's just those that part just threw me off a little bit, but um and like I said, I didn't necessarily like the guy. But I will say he kind of grows. He grew on me, pause throughout the longevity of the movie. Like I didn't necessarily have an issue with him, but when I first looked at the scenes, I was like, yo, they could have used somebody swole or something like that. They could have found some Conan and Barbarian type dude or whatever. So they didn't. And like I said, he actually was a decent actor throughout a lot of these things. He delivered some of these lines, and had like a
The
dry,
the emotional parts.
yes, and the emotional part too. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I was pleasantly surprised by it. I had very, very low expectations because I didn't necessarily know about it. So,
Right.
I think people that really loved He-Man, I think you guys got a good service too. So I think they did that. Like it wasn't like watching the turtles of the 2010s and stuff like that, the Michael Bay joints. If you are a fan of, like, what the hell am I watching? Like what? We taking turtles in a whole different direction here, and people wasn't okay with
Right.
that. I think people will be okay with this rendition of He-Man. It's much better than the Dolph. Shout out to Dolph Lundgren because he was definitely in the movie. Um,
Good journey.
it's definitely better than that. I think I've seen some clips of, like, some montages of the animated versions of it. So the original, and then the one that came out in the early 2000s, and then the one that Kevin Smith did in the early 2020s. And I
Yeah.
think those are probably still a bit better, um, for the longevity of it. But
Hmm.
this wasn't a bad showing. I'll say that. What's your thoughts on it?
Nah, you hit some great points on that because I 100% agree with everything you said. The Kevin, it kind of reminds me of the Kevin Smith one a little bit. I didn't like the first Kevin Smith He-Man part, but I did The second one was better. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it did remind me of that because when they had came out with the initial idea of coming out with the He-Man movie, I wanted them to kind of do it more like the 2002 version of He-Man that came out. That was kind of one out like his strength and all that. They got that from the 2000 version, the 2002 version, or whatever. So I kind of feel they were gonna go that route. Like you said, the one of the niggas I will say about this movie, I think they could have shaved off about 20 minutes of the movie to tighten it up a little bit. I think they could have did maybe 20, 30 minutes. It could have tightened it up just a little bit more because I feel like he kind of went over just a little bit. Because
I
I
think it was
felt that
like
kind of
2 hours and like 20 minutes.
20
Yeah, that
minutes.
was
Yeah. He
it
said that's
was
a
a
little
long
bit too long.
scene.
Yeah, a little too
Yeah.
long, bro. I think some scenes kind of stretched out a little too long. I was like, they probably could have, like I said, yeah, just tightened it up a little bit. It would have been a whole lot, a whole lot better. But no, like I said, I still like the movie. It hit for nostalgia for me, like you said, growing up watching it and all that, and the reruns and all that stuff, having the toys and stuff. I got the power sword right here, so what I'm saying, it was a nostalgia thing for me. I saw a lot of older, millennials in there in the movie theater. All of them had, Skeletor helmets on and stuff. Dude dressed up as Skeletor in there in the movie. It was crazy in there, bro. But overall with the movie, like you said, man, I heard people saying it kind of feels more like Thor Ragnarok. And it's what that's kind of the vibe I
Mhm.
got from it was Thor Ragnarok. And
Mhm.
the way, like you said, it didn't take itself too serious, but then like it still had a more kind of a serious undertone to it compared to well, it's kind of more lighthearted compared to what's the other one? The Dolph Lundgren one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all seen the Dolph Lundgren one, but it was a whole lot. It was better than that one for sure. 'Cause I remember as a kid, I was like you said with the Ninja Turtle movie. That's how I was as a kid. Like, man, what is this? This ain't He, man. What is this? But yeah, like I said, Jared Leto as Skeletor, he did pretty good. I cannot think of the man's name. Play He Man, he did pretty well. Some of the add-on scenes was a little annoying sometimes, but after a while, he kind of worked his way back towards being like He Man and being that character we kind of wanted him to be and all that stuff. Idris Elba did pretty good. We didn't see Battle Cat a lot in the movie like I thought we were gonna see. Like you said, we saw him at the end as Battle Cat. That was like that's all we getting, but I guess couldn't afford the CGI.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, because
you know,
Greystone and all that, all that was great. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Like, so, like they did his justice on the settings and things like that. So I guess they said
they did.
you gotta think every character is, if not heavily costumed to CGI, like everything. This world is just so like out there. And shout out to Jay for bringing up such names as Fisto and Ram Man and Trapjaw and all these guys. Like, that's some wild names, but but they all kind of look like something. So that's money in each and every character that you have to pay for. So yeah, the fact that you ain't get the his sidekick, I guess, was collateral damage, I guess.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When he was fighting Beastman, I thought that he was gonna after he transformed. I thought he was gonna transform him, and then him and
Mm-hmm.
Beastman were gonna go at it or whatever. But he seemed to as Cringer, he was he was handling his business or whatever. So I was like, well, okay, never mind. So then, like, I was wondering if he was gonna get him, and then, like you said at the end, you're like, yeah, something's going over here on Quadrant 5 or wherever it was. He's like, okay, I'll be right back. Come on, Cringer, what are you doing? Come on. And then, like you said, we saw him at the end transformed into Battle Cat or whatever. I was like, oh, so now we get Battle Cat at the end of the movie. But okay. Uh, but yeah, man, like I said, I like the movie, man. Like I said, definitely brought back nostalgia. Will's sister the whole time was just I think she seen it. I think it's her second time watching it, and then so she was just kind of like checking out our reactions and stuff on different things and stuff like that, man, throughout the movie because it was like callbacks to not only the '88 movie, but the old cartoon and all that type of stuff. So, and it was something at the end that definitely had everybody like, ooh, in the movie theater. But we'll talk about that here in a little bit. I just, for me, man, I think one thing that hurt this movie though, to be honest with you, was the marketing. I think the marketing hurt this movie big time. Not saying it was like super duper trash, but it wasn't the best. Um, a lot of people don't understand how important the marketing is as far as like movies like this where you're trying to. It's a recognizable IP to a certain extent, right? It's like people know who He-Man is, right? For like memes and all that type of stuff, but they don't really know who He-Man is. So which is why with the marketing, not only with the commercials and the trailers and stuff, Oh, so the name, like, which is why I was saying they should have called it He-Man in the Masters of the Universe, because the He-Man name is more recognizable than Masters of the Universe. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't know why they didn't just try to put that in there to kind of draw more people too, but it is what it is. Want to get to these end credits and stuff, man? See what they're talking about.
Yeah, and why
Let me
you
see.
set that up, you're 100% correct, is because one of my coworkers at the shop, he was like, "Yo, He Man got a movie coming out." He said this to me 2 days ago. You see what I'm saying? And he was a fan. You know what I'm saying? So throughout his social media or whatever the case, it didn't hit him or reach him until 2 days ago, which is a day before it premiered. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So to your point, they definitely did a horrible job of getting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know, like it wasn't advertised on Prime or did, like where is it, where is
Mm-mm.
this going? You know,
Because
that's another thing.
it's gonna probably go to prom because it was a Amazon movie,
Okay.
and because think about it too, I could be wrong, but I think the 2002 version is called He-Man in the Masters of the Universe, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I was saying, like, I don't know who on marketing was like, that's a good idea, just call it Masters of the Universe, because like you got people who don't recognize Masters of the Universe. Everybody know He-Man. You put
Yeah,
He-Man in
everybody know
front of there
He-Man.
and say,
People don't
man,
know Masters of the
yeah,
Universe.
no, that's Masters of the Universe or whatever. So yeah, I don't know who signed off on it. I guess they want to like have it as close to like the original cartoon as possible. But it's like, bro, you should have put He-Man in there to get more eyeballs. But I mean, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get to this real quick. BA, let's see what they say right here. Masters of the Universe has 3 post-credit scenes. I did not know this. I did not know this, bro. I seen 2 of them, but check this out. Masters of the Universe post-credit scene. Scene 1 plays almost immediately after the film. I remember that one. Scene 2 appears midway through the animated credits, and then scene 3 is finally the final scene rolls at the absolute end of the credits. For those who want to know, so my bad. Where is that? Here we go. So Orko was the first one. It kind of was a play on the old 1980s cartoon where Orko is always talk at the end of the episode and give you positive stuff. It says a quick scene introduces Orko, the iconic floating was it a Trollian wizard and gesture. He is absent from the main plot of the film, but the scene sets him up to join He-Man squad in the future. It's gonna be interesting if they decide to do that. Then this was the one that got the pop right here. The introduction of She-Ra. Says cameras cut away from Eternia to a fright zone. He says a mysterious male warrior approaches a woman from behind and asks force captain what's her name? Can't even see that, bro. Name's too small. Let me see.
Captain
Adora.
Adora.
Yeah, Captain Adora. She turns around, replies, "No, not anymore." He said, reveals her unique sword and protection, which begins to glow with the magic, and this confirms her transformation into She-Ra, Princess of Power. Heavily set up the classic villain Hordak and the evil Horde for the sequel, which I kind of feel that's something they probably would address if they decide to go that route. Is Hordak, and then last but not least, got Evil Lynn here. Says Skeletor lives. The camera returns to the ruins. Interior of the castle Grayskull. Evil Lynn spots Skeletor's detached skull lying on the ground. She picks it up, smiles, and jokingly remarks, "I must say, you've looked better," before nonchalantly walking away with it. The scene cuts to a total black and Skeletor's iconic chuckle echoes over the darkness. So I guess he is coming back. I figured he wasn't gonna be dead, but it is what it is. But what's your thoughts on these end credit scenes? BA, did you see all 3 of them?
Um, I just did. So because I missed a couple of them watching it. But I just looked it up while you were going through it. Yeah. I'm okay with the other 2. The one without She-Ra. That's the one that's like most important, I guess, because I mean my daughters even watched the cartoon rendition that came out not too long ago, so they know more about this word than I did, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I know She-Ra has a huge following. And I bet they marketed that wrong too. I bet they'll fumble that. Because if I was coming out with a part two, I would have just said the He-Man and She-Ra and the man. You know what I'm saying? I would put both their names in the marquee. To go along with what you were saying with just He-Man, because a lot of women really like that's one of their go to. It's one of their Wonder Womans and things of that nature. Like that's one of their go to strong characters. So a lot of women like
Yeah.
She-Ra. And you'll get a lot of them will come out just to watch it because it's her in a sense, right? So that's why I got that pop in a sense. That's one of the reasons. So I'm a big fan of that, and hopefully they continue with that. And the other two, like you say, you know, it's gonna be some continuation. No one really dies like that in a sense, right? Someone, people always got to come back. So we understand that. So, but the most important thing for me was She-Ra and what she represents and what she'll bring. So if they push that and promote that, then the numbers might change. But they didn't do a good job at the first one.
Yeah, they it's kind of funny you said that about Shira. My cousin, Will's sister, man, she turned up, man, when she found out. And so, like I said, when we was watching the end credits, she was just looking at me and him, like trying to get ready to see our reaction or whatever. When it clicked with me, not even before they showed her when Duncan was talking to the queen and saying something like, yeah, something about like happy he came back and all that, and she was like, and he was like, yeah, hopefully we'll have both of them here, you know, both returning home or whatever. And I was like, when he said both, I said, whoa. I turned up to my cousin. She started smiling. She's like, yeah. And then when they showed She-Ra, I said, oh man, are you serious? I never thought they would go to She-Ra as a sequel. You know what I'm saying? I thought they'd be something kind of like, it only happened in the cartoons. But when they did it in the movie, I was like, oh man. Her and my wife already talking about they want the sword when they come out. You know what I'm saying?
See,
She-Ra
like,
sword when they come out. So when you said that, that's my
she's
mom
one
went
of them
to. They
ones. Yeah.
already, yeah. She said, yeah, I already said they want the sword when they come out, if it come out or whatever. So yeah, bro. Cause me and Will on the one got the power sword. So they talking about that's why my cousin was like, no, I'm not gonna get that. I'm gonna wait till She-Ra come out. When she said that, I thought she was joking. So when we saw the movie or whatever, like I said, she was watching our reactions and stuff. And then when we showed that, I was like, wait, what? They coming out with She-Ra? Like, oh man. He's like, yeah, I want that She-Ra sword when it come out or whatever. So yeah, bro. I didn't watch the Evil Lynn one with the Skeletor. I missed that one. Um, I kind of wish I did because I thought maybe I figured they would probably do something kind of like an homage to the '89 He-Man movie where old boy
Hmm.
came out the water or whatever and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So I thought they would have did something like that with him. But yeah, bro, like I said, the She-Ra one is the one that got the pop in the movie theater. Like I said, I didn't stay to see the other one, but that one definitely got pop. I heard about like gasping, like ooh, when they showed her, and I was hoping I figured they weren't gonna show her face. It's kind of like remember Thanos in the first Avengers?
They might not even have a actress yet.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I kind of figured he wasn't gonna do that. Kind of probably pull a Thanos, like don't show his whole body or whatever, just show the face or whatever. Kind of smiling a little bit to the side. You can't really get a good look, cause like you said, that way they can kind of change some things up if he returns in another movie and stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of figured they were going if they were going to do that with her, they weren't going to show her face or nothing like that. It kind of shadowy a little bit. You really couldn't see it that well. So that way, like you said, they do cast another actress to play her. People will be like, oh, that wasn't her at the end of the movie and all that. So but yeah, no. To answer your question, BA, this was a Amazon movie. It was an
Okay.
Amazon production. Yeah, which kind of got me wondering. It kind of makes sense on why the marketing was kind of wonky, but yeah. Guy, like I said, I definitely recommend this for like families who got kids and stuff like that. Man, it wasn't nothing like crazy or nothing. They could take their kids to go watch this. Kids love them, superheroes and all that type of stuff. So, but other than that, man, like I said, I like the movie. But I'm gonna get your Kaioken rating on this, BA. You let me know what you think.
Um,
What you got, BA? Oh, you muted.
right.
Uh-huh.
So, um,
All that, all
yeah, I'm
good.
not gonna say what I just said, right? So I'm a backtrack a little bit. So I'm gonna give it a strong 7.75. That's what I'm gonna do. Not bad. It ain't the greatest thing out there. It does have some rewatchability to it. But it is what it is. I'm feeling like this is going to get the same vibe as like Street Fighter. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's going to be in that bucket of you can watch it again. It's not bad. It was funny at times. It had action. It had a lot of action
Oh,
scenes.
definitely a lot of action. The
You know
action
what I
was fire.
mean? So yeah, yeah, it's cool. It didn't take it serious. It's not a serious movie. So yeah, I'm a 7.75. I think that's a good rating for it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I say 7.5. Like you said, the action that's what I forgot to highlight. The action was crazy, especially that one scene when he was taking on all them guys or whatever, trying to save his dad before he
Yeah.
died. And I was like, man, okay, that's how you utilize his powers and stuff like that, bro. And the crazy part about it is that wasn't even his strongest at that time. Remember, he really figured his powers out at the end of the movie. And
Hmm.
so when he did all that and stuff like that to fight to try to save his dad and stuff, I was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. And so yeah, the action really will carry this movie, man. All the action scenes were fire. Like I said, Jared Leto did pretty well. Skeletor, like I said, all the actors did pretty good in the movie, bro. Like I said, the one negative I gotta say, they should have just kind of tightened it up a little bit, man. Maybe shaved up about 20, 30 minutes. It would have been a little bit better. But yeah, 7.5 for me, bro. 7.5. Probably get Cuz opinion on the man when he get back, see what he think, man. What his rating is. All right, fellas, man. Let's go ahead and turn the page here, man. Let's get into some quick hits. All right, y'all. We got our first official look at Cape Crusaders season 2. Guess what, y'all? Guess what? All 10 episodes will premiere on Prime Video July 31st.
Excellent.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. It's something else coming out on the 1st of July. I think we talked about. But what's your thoughts on this, BJ?
I mean, hey, I'm down to check out a Batman show. I hadn't seen the season one. The season one is on Prime too.
What?
What does that mean?
Although we good to get in
BJ,
the
you got a homework assignment, sir. I need you to go watch Batman Cape Crusader the first season, bro. I need you to go watch it on Prime, man. Watch it on Prime.
I'll watch it.
But yeah, season 2 come out in July. I can't wait, man. There's something else. Something else supposed to be coming out on July 1st. We talked about. I thought.
the first.
Yeah, another show. I thought.
I don't think what other shows coming out. I thought Lanterns was the next show, and then Vision Quest. With the remaining big shows for the year, right? I know there's a few movies.
Give me a second. I can look it up. Let me see. BA, why I'm looking it up, bro? What's your thoughts, bro, on this?
On season 2. Season 1 was good, so that's always a good start. I'm not 100% fan of this Batman, this particular rendition, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. And just to have the all 10 episodes, which means that's just what they do. That's what Prime is just going to just like, here you go, just watch it. I guess sometimes it's how they rock it. So
Wait,
I
did they do
mean,
all? I feel like they did weekly on the last one.
I feel like they did it too, but I'm not 100% for sure for that. But for this one, like I said, they're gonna do it. Then I guess we can always split it up 5 and 5, just like we did similarly to Spider Noir. And it's not a bad watch, especially if it's good. You can pretty much just dedicate maybe like
X-Men.
2 hours.
X-Men come out.
X-Men come out first, July 1st.
That's what it was. I knew it was something probably coming out July 1st. X-Men 97.
Oh, I bet.
But yeah, go my bad.
No, you good. So yeah, so it's like I said, it's not the end of the world. It's cool, especially if it's going to pick up from last season. Definitely, like I said, definitely a stronger take on Batman. I feel like this is going to be something closer to what we see on the big screen. So that's why it's like to me, it's an important watch. So we'll see, but yeah, like I said, just they're going to drop all 10 and drop all 10, and we're going to do what we do with it.
This is more similar to the original Bruce Timm Batman animated series that came out in the 90s. Supposed to be kind of more in that vein.
Yeah, but it's not that.
No. It's not. It's not.
You know what I mean?
It's
I know what you're saying, and the vibe is close to it, but
mhm.
that mid-90s was just it was a different breed, man.
Yeah. I don't know why I feel like this was like every week. I could be wrong on that. It might have been all 10 episodes. Cause now I'm thinking about it. But yeah, all 10 episodes dropping. I can't wait for this, man. Like they put this together, bro, and was quiet about it. Cause all of a sudden now we're getting this news like, yo, it's coming out next month. It's like, whoa, I didn't even hear any news on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Any ideas? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, give you a heads up. So they're switching out the gender of Mad Hatter. So give y'all heads up now, so you won't be surprised when that episode drops.
Oh wait, let me start typing my strongly worded letter.
Yeah, just give me don't be like, they surprised me with this. I didn't even know they would do this. You know what I'm saying? We got the penguins gender swapped. People had arms over that, and now Mad Hatter is gonna be gender swapped. So I'm just giving you a heads up right now. All right. So,
And race swapped.
oh, it's race swap too?
No,
Oh, I'm about to say, no, I thought somebody was race swapped though in the show too.
We're going way too far now.
They might be race swapped, but I don't
that
know.
man is black. What? When did Bruce Wayne turn black? Black billionaire in Gotham?
But y'all see what we got it for next. Check this out, y'all. We got some Spider-Man news. So Spider-Man Brand New Day second trailer reportedly drops June 17th, fellas. June 17th. Brand New Day is 2 hours and 30 minutes long. And also the second longest Spider-Man film ever. Okay.
What's the longest?
Wouldn't it be No Way Home? Probably No Way Home, huh?
What, the longest Spider-Man movie?
Or if it's not No Way Home, maybe Spider-Man 3.
Brand New Day is the longest. No Way Home's. So yeah, Brand New Day is 150 minutes. No Way Home's 148 minutes.
No Way Home.
No Way
Chasm
Home. Okay.
2 is 142.
2 hours and
okay,
28 minutes.
Yeah, I figured it'd probably be No Way Home.
Oh,
that's like the last of the trilogy. So yeah.
Season 1 Cape Crusader was released all on the same day.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I thought maybe it was bro, y'all like that though? Y'all like the all in one, or y'all like the weekly?
I like weekly because it gives you something to look forward to. Break it up. I like the weekly with Alien Earth.
Yeah.
I mean, if they would have dropped all that at one time, and certain shows I think would do better, but I think they're trying to follow this Netflix model of just dumping everything to the binging, and I don't know. It's like you watch it and it's gone over.
Yeah, because that's a. Oh, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I think Maul did it pretty successfully. I like Maul. I like 2 episodes, basically almost 2 episode arcs. And so true. You get like an hour, but it's not an hour. Like it's still episodic, but it's like, yeah, you get 2 shows in this house. So I like 2. I didn't have a problem with that. Some people do like out of 12, they do 4 at a time. I don't know, but I think 2 is good.
What did Andor do? Andor did because they did
3, didn't it?
Because it was it was a movie every week to drop basically.
Yeah, it was like 3. It was like 3 at a time, something like that.
I mean, that was cool too because it was like watching a movie. You'd watch a movie once a week.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Cause then after every 3, it jumped up like some years or whatever.
Every block was a year, and that's why I think they did 6. It was 5 or 6 years over the entire time frame of that thing.
Yeah, I think it caught up to him in Rogue One. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah. I guess I'm with you. I guess it depends on the show because it'd be some shows be so good. It's like, damn, I wait till next week for another episode. I just want to watch it all at once. But
sometimes it's good when they do that because it allows the creators and the people to do the deep dives and so you can kind of find all the Easter eggs and the spoilers and all that. And so now you're okay. Now you know what's going on because a lot of times we miss that stuff if we watch just the one show. We ain't gonna catch everything. But it's cool when they, somebody breaks everything down, and you be like, okay. And then you read it when you go to the next one. So now you kind of, all right, I got all this information. Going into the next one, I got a better frame of reference, and I kind of like it when they do that sometimes. Plus, it gets you to build hype, and people get theories and what's really going on. And like when WandaVision dropped and all that, even Loki, when Loki was dropping every week, people was talking, wondering what was going on, and everybody had theories, like, oh man, could this be showing up? Is this person gonna be in it? It made it cool.
Yeah, because it stay in the pop culture zeitgeist longer. Because guess what? That's a good point you made up. Because look at Spider Noir.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody talking about it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody seen it that one time, and that was it.
So how much it cost? I didn't realize. Y'all saw that?
Yeah, how much was it? It was like 2 something?
No, they said like they're saying around $450 million was because they said they shot it in black and white, and I've heard conflicting stories. But they said they shot it in black and white and came back and reshot all the exterior scenes again because they said all the sets were painted like green and brown and all to make it pop in black and white. And then they said, so Nicolas Cage said he's the one that called for them to redo it in color. And then Amazon also said they were like, well, Amazon also said that they didn't realize they were shooting the whole show black and white. And they were like, what? And so they said they made them go back and reshoot it.
So what were they plans then with the black and white? Just do some more episodes?
I think no. So they're saying that they shot the whole show in black and white, and they said, so like I said, Nick Cage said he demanded color, but Amazon also came in and said that they demanded color because they said they didn't realize the whole show was going to be in black and white. So they said they had to go and redo the sets and then reshoot all the exterior scenes, and that's why the budget basically doubled because they had to rebuild all those sets and reshoot everything.
So in other words, no season 2.
Probably. I mean, shoot. It all depends. I mean, that's the one thing with Amazon. Amazon is weird. Like they got deep pockets and they spend money like they spent $450 million on a Spider-Man Noir. I mean, Spider Noir show. And I forgot. I think like almost how many millions they spent on this Master of the Universe movie. They said that they dumped a ton of money on that movie.
I think it was like 225.
It was high, and
something like that.
And how much did for Lord of the Rings? Then they spent like 1 point for the
that was
it was like 1.5 billion.
Yeah, it's like the highest in history or something like that.
So
for that TV show,
it's one of the things. It's like they spend money on what they want to spend money on, and then we get Invincible.
I knew you were gonna bring that up because I was thinking that. Like, so hold on. So you spending that much on that, but you can't add. It's animation. Like, why we being cheap on that? You know what I'm saying?
Also heard they said they may do a Spider Pig. I heard that Peter Porker might be showing up.
What?
I think so. Yeah, that'd be weird for real.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not like, yeah, that's not gonna last long if you do it in live action. But I don't know, bro. If they do it animated, I guess we'll watch it, bro. But
so, question: why are we waiting until June 17th? I still think that's. I mean, I understand they're doing it for Juneteenth for the barbecues, and easy. I appreciate the culture, but they should have dropped this earlier because once again, I think Marvel and or Sony are holding these things too long and not letting hype to be out because you could be eclipsing stuff. Like, you're gonna let other movies step in and take footholds. And well, what you got? What do you think?
No, I'm not. I'm with you. I don't know why you waited. You won't wait. Was that 2 weeks to drop it? But I will give them this. At least they gave us a date. I don't know what Marvel doing. You can't tell me when a darn Doomsday trailer. You can guess all day long. But you can't tell me when a Doomsday trailer is dropping. At least they gave me something. Now I'm with you. I mean, it ain't tomorrow or nothing. I get you. But at least you gave me something. It's like, okay, I'll wait till June 17th. At least I know you're gonna give me something, right? But Marvel, we still don't know when they dropping it. Now, Spider-Man's now giving you your second trailer before we even get the first trailer for Doomsday. So
should we look at this as the guide, though, as far as the distance from the movie release date is when they're going to drop trailers?
Now, so I'm only going by what you did in the past. Well, I'm only going by how you operated in the past. This is not something we just making up on our own. Like, you need to give it to me right now. No. In the past, you gave a trailer. You been and gave us a trailer already. If you knew the movie was a year out, you know what I'm saying? This is what going to be 6 months away. You normally gave us at least one trailer before the 6 month period. But the 6 month period came, we got like a second trailer. So I want to go by what Marvel goes by or whatever, like their track record. So now they're moving in a different way now. You know what I'm saying? Compared to how things were back then. You know what I'm saying?
So okay, so I saw that trailer's gonna drop 9 days before Supergirl comes out, and it's also gonna drop the week before San Diego Comic Con because Supergirl comes out right at the end of San Diego Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think, since they did the coffee pop up for South by Southwest UK, are they gonna do like a hot dog stand for San Diego Comic Con instead of giving us a trailer? They're gonna just do a Doom themed hot dog stand or something, or burger joint.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna say too. You know what's crazy? I was listening to John Campia, I think yesterday, and I think he kind of said the same thing. Well, he didn't say it, but somebody mentioned it on the show what you said. They
What's
think
that?
they're gonna probably drop Doomsday trailer. He said he don't really
NFT.
know. He don't think they will, but he said, but he can see them dropping it on during Comic Con.
They better, because if they show more video during Comic Con after they've already shown it at the CinemaCon and don't
CinemaCon,
release
yeah.
stuff to the public, then I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
And to be honest with you, I don't think we're gonna get that CinemaCon trailer.
No,
I
that's the
think
thing.
the trailer we're gonna get is gonna be completely different from CinemaCon.
Yeah, and remember we heard rumors that they had 30 different versions of trailers at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know,
I mean,
man.
that's over a month away because Comic Con's at the end of July. So,
Yeah, July 23rd. Oh
because I
yeah,
was thinking you drop something now, right? And then you got D23 coming up. You know you're gonna be dropping some stuff for D23. That's in August. So, and then what's that? August, September, October, November, December. That'll put you 4 months away from the movie in August around D23. So,
and I messed that up because Comic Con is in July. Yeah, Supergirl drops in June, right?
yeah,
End of June.
June 26th, yeah.
Yeah.
In the month, yeah.
So yeah, so it is gonna be a week. So there'll be a month from the trailer dropping to the Comic Con. So yeah, they. But would they drop? So here's the question: would they drop the Doomsday trailer at Comic Con a week before Spider-Man drops? Or do they
Yeah.
want to keep the focus on Spider-Man?
Uh well, so I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they probably will. Not nothing like major, nothing. I don't think they're gonna have anything major of Spider-Man at Comic Con because it's gonna be that week. So it's gonna be, matter of fact, you said Comic Con 23rd, Spider-Man drops on the 25th or
I
something
thought
like
Spider-Man
that or
dropped the
whatever.
31st, right? I thought
I'm
Spider-Man was the
I'm sorry. You're right. My bad. 31st. Yeah. So no, you said Comic Con 26, right?
23rd through the 26th.
Yeah. So I don't see them dropping anything major like that for Spider-Man at Comic Con. So it might focus more on the Avengers.
But I'm saying, but do you not think that Doomsday? Do
What
you
take
think that
away
they
from it?
feel? Yeah, that they be stepping
No, no,
on
no, no.
Spider?
I don't think so. Because I mean, everybody's been anticipating this movie because we begging for a trailer. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think Spider-Man is a bigger, as a popular character on his own, to where I don't think he can get blocked by the Avengers. It's just icing on the cake for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, if they, like I said, if they do have something for Spider-Man, it's gonna be something simple. You know, like a little TV spot or something at Comic Con. I don't see them doing like no full-fledged market push for, knowing that the movie come out that next week or whatever. I don't see. I think their main focus will be starting to rev up that marketing for Avengers Doomsday, especially if that's gonna be around the time we got our first trailer. They definitely gonna want to focus on that going towards December or whatever. So
Wait,
yeah.
so this is July, and then aren't they dropping Endgame again around was it August, September?
September, yeah. So you think they're gonna have a trailer for that
They may maybe they because remember they're gonna have
with the new
additional
the new with
footage.
the new clip? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I could see that. Which is why I was
Right?
saying I think I could see them doing more of a market push, a heavy push for the Avengers movie than Spider-Man, because Spider-Man comes out next week. You know what I mean? They might have like a little TV spot like, oh yeah, go check Spider-Man out. But man, look, this for Doomsday. It's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So because Supergirl would already been out. They might have some stuff there for Clayface.
Nobody cares about
Clayface will
Supergirl.
definitely they'll probably do some stuff for Clayface there. What else come out? That's it, ain't it? Dune. Dune, they gonna have some stuff for Dune. They might have some stuff for Superman, and Batman, probably.
It might be early
Maybe
for that.
not. Yeah, it will. Matter of fact, it'll be a year away. It'd be about a year away. So, matter of fact, when did Batman come out? In October next year?
Supposedly.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's way over here. Yeah. I could, yeah, I can see them doing a little something, BJ. I don't think they're gonna go like full fledged and nothing like that. But you got anything you want to add, BA?
No, y'all did a good job of covering the thing. But I do want to say I don't think Spider-Man falls for this. I don't think if they wanted to do a long, not a full trailer, but just like enough, a little bit more so than the teaser trailer, they could do that too. Spider-Man and him being one of the cornerstones of Marvel is strong enough to even go against the Avengers when it comes to
Yeah,
hype in a sense. So as long as
yeah,
you
I
show
agree.
a great Spider-Man, he gonna bring the fans. That's just what he does.
So let me ask you a question then. If this let's just say they do drop the trailer on the 17th, we're not getting another trailer.
Nah, I think we're done.
Yeah, probably some. Maybe a TV spot right
TV
before.
spots.
TV spot,
Okay.
yeah.
You know what they do. They'll do TV spot. They'll do like Good Morning America and drop a
With
spot.
A commercial spot.
Yeah,
Him selling something, him advertising something, and yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm like, if it's jumping into June, I was like, I don't see them dropping another trailer. A little over a month later. What you say, BJ?
I'm about to see. So, do we think? I was looking at the Supergirl pre-sale, like to going in to buy the tickets because I've been hearing that's about what I was looking at Supergirl versus Odyssey, and I see like I was looking at some of the available screenings, and I see like 5 tickets for Supergirl
Mm-hmm.
pre-sale versus around it's like 20-ish for the Odyssey sales
Mm-hmm.
so far. I'm just wondering, when do we start to get concerned for these movies? I think Odyssey gonna be fine. I'm just wondering because I think if Supergirl falls down, that could also portend the end of the Gunverse. Not saying 100%, but like that because once again, that Superman, they said Superman underperformed. Everybody else said it. James Gunn said it didn't, but everybody else said it underperformed. And I'm like, if Supergirl doesn't break, so what do we think Supergirl would need to make to be successful?
About 370.
Because what
I was
Superman
gonna
made
say
what 600?
Yeah.
about yeah.
Now I'm real skeptical of Big J because Variety came out with a full fledged article talking about how Superman was successful. A lot of people I'm hearing that say anyone successful are people who don't like James Gunn.
I think they're looking at it in the vein of so of course comparing it to Marvel films, but also
Yeah.
I think it made more than Man of Steel, but I think it made. I mean, of course, it made less than the Aquaman, but Aquaman made over a billion. Wonder Woman made over a billion. I mean, well, yeah, Wonder Woman made what? Was it a billion? Around 850 million. It made a lot. And
Uh, was it a billion?
I thought it was a billion.
Yeah,
Uh,
if it's not a billion, it's like 800 or 900 or something. It was close, I think.
let's see. I have it in a second.
Because
That's
I said, what is it?
one on oh is at 822 million. So
Okay, yeah, I figured
yeah,
if it was close, if it was a billion. Uh, but no, like I was saying, like that's why I say, bro. With the gun verse or whatever you want to call it, it's not like right now, especially coming off those last few movies or what you call it. It still has to work up the reputation for DC, bro. That's why I said that right now you're just trying to get the audience to go to the movies. You're trying to get the audience to say, oh, okay, if you got DC stamped on it, I'm gonna go watch it. Because for me, for the longest, it was like, oh, that's a DC movie. I'll wait. I'll pass. You know what I mean? That's how their reputation was, right? So right now, it is trying to get the audience and the critics on your side right now, and then eventually, hopefully, that'll work your way up to getting those $1 billion films, making event films, and all that type of stuff. So right now, you're just trying to focus on making good movies. Just make good movies and let the rest of that work itself out later. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, Marvel didn't come out the gate making $1 billion films. You know what I'm saying? They worked on making good movies, built that reputation up, and then eventually started getting the $1 billion movies every time he was at the movie theaters or whatever, right? So that's kind of what they're trying to do right now. Just make a good movie of Supergirl, just make a good movie for what's the other movie? Clayface, and then go from there.
all right. So based on what we're talking about box office for those movies, and we're looking at this sticker for Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
If Far From Home made 1.1 billion, No Way Home made 1.9 billion. What do we think Brand New Day is gonna land at?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think it's gonna be between the two. But what do y'all think? I think it's gonna be maybe like 1.4, 1.5.
That's what I was thinking, but I want to say higher, but my mind is telling me, my heart want to say higher, my mind is telling me it's gonna be right in between. Nothing else comes out around that time, right?
Nothing
Hold on.
substantial.
When does Odyssey come out again?
July 17th. So it's got Odyssey have 2 weeks by itself.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 1.7.
And the only reason I think 1.1 was fair for Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
And I think 1.9 was really because of the member berries thing with Toby and Andrew, and we don't have Toby and Andrew in this. So I'm wondering if that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe 1.4.
Yeah.
I think it'll be higher than No Way. I mean, Far From, but less than No Way. What do you think?
I'm gonna say because of nostalgia, right? Because of everybody wants to see this Spider-Man. He kind of reverting back to the Spider-Man we know and all that type of stuff, and because of what can't happen in No Way Home, but like you said, it's kind of more grounded compared to the other one. So I was saying about 1.7, maybe 1.6, somewhere around there. But what you got, BA?
I don't know. That's a very good question. Go ahead.
Hold on. Factor this in too, y'all. This is gonna lead you into Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Secret Wars.
So you say how much is it going to do?
Yeah. How many things it's gonna do?
Over $1 million, easy.
Yeah, it's over $1 billion for sure.
But he said 1 point. What?
Yeah, he said No Way Home was 1.9.
That's what everybody. So, all right. So, is Toby gonna be in this? No.
We don't think so. We don't think so.
They're gonna be in there. But it's leading to an Avengers. It's leading to Avengers Secret Wars.
I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna go 1.25.
Damn.
So
I'm not gonna give it what it was because you had people from all walks of life watching that because they resonated with all three of those Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say 1.4. I think halfway. I was saying 1.4, 1.45.
Hold on. What was it? Between what again, BJ? You said what?
So Far From Home made 1.13, and No Way Home made was like 1.92.
Okay, so between that, yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna drop it a little bit more. 1.5. I'm gonna say 1.5. 1.55 or 5.
It's still a successful movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
People claim it's a disaster, even if it makes 1.4 billion.
Yeah, if it made 1.4, it didn't make 1.9 though.
It didn't make 1.9. Marvel's over with. You know, like,
it's feeling fatigue. Like, no, yeah, probably 1.5. Because I'm trying to factor in the fact that how many people know this is gonna lead into Secret Wars?
I think a lot. Well, Doomsday, probably. Yeah.
Well, no, Secret's gonna lead. It's coming out before.
Doomsday.
No,
coming out before Doomsday.
Oh, he's coming out before Doomsday, but he's not gonna be in Doomsday though.
We don't know.
Well, okay, I see what you're saying.
We think so. We think is it in it. We keep hearing Toby's gonna be in Doomsday.
Okay, so yeah. Either way, I guess it's gonna lead to an Avenger movie. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to factor in. Because like you said, it did definitely have some nostalgia, hitting the nostalgia feels on that on No Way Home when those other two were in there. So yeah, probably yeah. I'm gonna safe to say 1.5. What's it gonna make opening weekend? That's what I need to ask too.
Let's see. Okay.
Are we to the point, man, that nobody gonna make like 200 anymore opening weekend? Like 100 mil, 125 is good for opening weekend. That's gonna be the bar now. 150.
Ooh, so yeah, so Spider-Man No Way Home's domestic opening was 260.
Mm-hmm.
Domestic.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was the other one? Far From Home domestic was 92. Dang.
Damn, that was it? That's actually pretty good for it to be 92, and then it made over 1.1 bills. That's not bad.
Yeah. But that's just domestic. That's just domestic.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this makes 150 opening weekend.
135.
I can see it falling somewhere in that range.
Not 200 though, right?
No, I don't think it'll be a $200 million. Now, I think Doomsday will be over two. Now, once again, do we think that they're gonna be hurt by? So, okay, did y'all pay any attention to the CinemaCon thing that they had, and the other announcement they made at CinemaCon about the Infinity Vision?
Oh yeah, what was that again? What was that about?
Basically, because they don't have the IMAX screens for the Doomsday, they're like, we're making our own large format screen. It's going to be called Infinity Vision, and it's a Disney only thing. I mean, I think other companies will release stuff in it probably, but it's a direct challenger to IMAX. And so it's because they're like, look, if we can't get on IMAX, we're gonna make our own IMAX, basically.
So you think that's gonna help it?
I think it's gonna help it with some of the premium seats, because like I said, since they'll be missing those seats, and those dollars for the Doomsday release. Now, how many theaters are gonna convert, cinemas to that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Disney does swing. I mean, Disney does swing power, and if they say they're gonna release all Disney movies in Infinity Vision going forward,
that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all we got for today, y'all. Let's go ahead and turn the page here, man. Get to the question comments. We can call it afternoon. Only got one so far, y'all. We got HJDJGHEH in the building. He says, hi, bro. Hi. You talking to BJ? Listen, man.
I don't know.
Listen, we definitely appreciate y'all, man, geeking out with your boys for another episode. We'll be back here on Tuesday, y'all, for another show came out, right? So we had no shows to talk about. Dang, we had a bunch of shows all at once, and then all of a sudden it just goes quiet. You know what I mean? So
we need like an Alien Earth to come out. Alien Earth season 2 or something.
Oh, they shooting right now. Did you know?
I thought so.
Yeah. What's the boy name that the little the
Boy
one that was
Cavalier?
like no, not him. One of the actors that said they on their social media is like, yeah, they shooting right now. So might get some news on that. You see what I'm saying though? They shot them shows and stuff, and it's like with the X-Men 97, we haven't heard anything about it, and then also we get a trailer. Oh, it's coming out next month, at the beginning of the month. It's like, damn, like, oh, I mean, okay, I'm cool with it, but we didn't hear nothing. So
aren't they also working on the Marvel Zombies too? I thought they were. Didn't they green like that?
I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't hear nothing.
Well, no, we talked about it was in the works, like they were talking about it or whatever, but they ain't green lit nothing yet. Not that I know of. That would have been on the news too. Or
July 1st gonna be right around the corner, man.
Yeah, July 1st tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, man. Like I said, hey, I can't wait. Now they do that every week though, right?
So it is in production. They say it's in production. It went in production in April. Marvel Zombies season 2.
Man, did we talk about that? I feel like we probably did talk about that.
Thought so.
Okay.
Probably
X-Men 97 is every week though, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember that being like, man, because I gotta time it perfect, y'all, so I can watch all the first season again and then like run right into season 2. So, but yeah, man, listen, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, geeking out with your boys for another episode. We'll be back here on Tuesday, same geek time, same geek channel. Got your boy Real, got BJ, BA, cuz will be back with us on Tuesday, cuz we geeks. We'll talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. By the power of Grayskull, BJ. And we out.